Start recording. I'm so very excited for tonight's call. We have someone very special with us here this evening who's really been someone who's just been a great mentor to me and to so many people within our network. I just want to make sure, hold on, let me make sure all the participants are, let's mute everybody, make sure you're muted. Okay, cool. So thank you guys so much for coming on. Ultimately, I value every single one of you and value your time. And so I know typically our calls are on Sundays. So I thank you guys for being flexible and open to switching the day for this evening. With that being said, I hope that you guys are having an amazing start to your April. So far, everyone is super excited about April. We have a new program coming out and there's just so much excitement for Shanti's new program. Many of us we love Shanti. We've done lots of his programs. We've had amazing results with his programs. He is a popular trainer within our network. And so he is someone to definitely be sharing about and posting about and talking about his newest program, because there are lots of fans out there who have been touched by his programs and his energy. So definitely get excited for his new program. So with that said, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our speaker just because I want to honor his time. We have Kyle who is with us, Kyle Parkinson. And so everyone say hello to Kyle.
Hello. What is up?
Yes. So Kyle, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Let us know who you are and so they can get to know you.
Sounds good. Well, hey, leaders, thank you so much for allowing me to be here tonight and also doing this call on Monday night, because Sundays are a day where I try not to work because it's family night from ourselves. And yesterday was Easter. So obviously, hopefully you guys had a good Easter weekend. Hopefully you had a good Easter Sunday with your family, friends, and all things too as well. Like the infamous, famous Dr. Stephanie Burgess. I always like to say doctor because she is a doctor and she's way smarter than I am. So when I'm being a mentor to her, I'm like, shouldn't the roles be reversed? Shouldn't you be mentoring me? No, but she's a good, humble coach. And obviously you guys are honored to obviously have her. And I'm honored to be here tonight with you guys. So my name's Kyle Parkinson. I am the Southeast Regional Manager. Fancy title, right? I work with all the 2 to 5 star diamond leaders in the network. So as this company, you rank advance. Obviously, coach is the first standpoint. Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star. You guys know how to count 15. 15-star diamond coach is kind of our limit, where we call them superstars too as well. I work with the 2 to 5 star diamonds. So right now, and Stephanie, correct me if I'm wrong, are these coaches are Emerald to Diamond to 1 star, everywhere?
Yeah, they're everywhere, I would say.
Perfect.
Yep.
So what I say that, and I mean by that, is no matter where you're at in your business right now, guess what? You have a corporate representative. You have Stephanie in your corner. You've got her upline and team. You've got coaches too as well with her. But you've also got corporate standpoint, because we, guess what, don't succeed if you don't succeed. Now, I know that's different to hear because corporate America doesn't provide that type of support. I come from corporate America. I still work for corporate, but this is a different corporation in the realm of where you guys are entrepreneurs, business owners, and I work for corporate, but we don't succeed unless you guys succeed. So my genuine generosity to you as leaders is that I know, no matter a doubt, that if you're an emerald here tonight or a diamond or a fallen, whatever rank that you may have been, that you can go above and beyond where you want to go, because from coach to diamond, our field development team with Kevin Shaw, you see him on the National Wake Up Call, Jen Thomas and Bryce and Kim Carver are doing all things to be able to help you as leaders get to the next level. Once you get to 1 star, Johnny On is our 1 star diamond coach corporate manager. Now he is the one that represents all of the nation of 1 stars. So when you get to 1 star, you have a more granular corporate representative. Once you get to 2 to 5 stars, because we go from thousands to a little bit less of thousands to hundreds, you have a more granular one-on-one ability with us as corporate managers to be able to work with you and look at your business, look at your faults, look at your successes, look at your weaknesses. Where did you fall? Where did you fail? Things like that, to be able to help make sure that you guys grow. That's what I'm here to do. But also to be on here on this team call, because guess what? It is my job to see your beautiful faces, and every one of you are beautiful. And I'm so glad to be here tonight to be able to see you guys, because this brings life to me. If you can feel my energy right now, this is what lights me up, is being able to speak to you guys here tonight. So that is who I am. I live here in Utah. This is where our kind of headquarters is. Santa Monica is where Carl, Michael, and the whole recognition team really lives. The sales team is here in Utah. We have a little office in Provo, obviously working from home. This is a virtual background. As you can see, I'm not in a coffee shop. It looks professional, looks
real. It does
real.
look really good. I will say, I literally was watching it for a moment and I was like, wow, like, where is he? Like that he has his own.
I'm here to fool you guys, right?
It looks really good.
And so I'm excited because we're here in Utah, and I'm born and raised in Utah, lived out of Utah for a couple of years. My wife is a respiratory therapist. She works at a children's hospital here. And I have 3 children. I have a 9-year-old son named Brody, a 5-year-old son named Declan, and a 1-year-old daughter, almost 2, her name is Henley. We actually celebrate the same birthday, meaning I started my Beachbody corporate job. She was born the same day. So we kind of celebrate our birthday together. So she is actually 21 months old. So if you want to put me in the baby world, I'm 21 months old here at Beachbody. So excited to come here tonight. I don't know if you want me to jump in, Stephanie, or if you got anything else to say. Okay, awesome. So today's training, if you've got a notepad or you're taking notes, 2 things that I need you here tonight to be able to do. 1, if you have your phone, and I know you're a mom and you're a wife and your kids are out, but if I can have your attention for, I promise, 30 to 40 minutes, I won't let you down. Okay. I promise you that. So I need your attention to be here to be able to make sure that you optimize this. 2 is if you have a notepad and pen to be able to take notes. I will go slow. If I go fast, I'll repeat it because I'm a visual learner and I learn by, if something sparks interest in me, I want to write it down so I can reflect on it again to be able to help me go back to it. So I know some people are the same way. So I'll say it again if I quote something or something that's impactful, because I want you to obtain it so that you can reflect on it, ponder on it, and really apply it into your days, because knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is true power. Now, you guys have a ton of knowledge, but are you applying it? I don't know. So today we're going to go over some key traits. Now, if you're taking notes, this is the title. This is Top Coach Key Traits in the Network Today. Now, I say that this is not top 10. This is not #1 in the network. This is not elite coaches. This is top coaches in the network that I have worked with, from diamond most of the time, some emeralds, 1 stars, 2 stars, 3, 4, 5, 10, up to superstars. So it is accumulation of little things that I've recognized, but also more importantly, I've only been with Beachbody 21 months. Actually, a lot of these key traits, 6 of them I took from Doug. Doug Moss is what introduced me into these key traits. He's been with Beachbody 8 years. Before Beachbody, he worked for Melaleuca for 20 years. So he's a network marketing kind of guru. Obviously, he's the guru they talk about the compensation plan. And my first day, the reason I tell you this story is my first day at Beachbody, I sat here in his office and he was like, Kyle, what do we talk about? What are we supposed to meet here today? And I was like, Doug, I don't even know. I was like, I was just supposed to meet with you. We'd gone over the comp plan. We'd gone over everything essentially we needed to. And he goes, well, let's just talk about maybe some of the sales things or some things that I've recognized in Beachbody. I said, okay. So I took general notes off of this because key traits is, I think, something that we all yearn for, like meaning the traits, the values that we have in our heart that we live up to, that we want to aspire to, that we want to kind of line us with too, that are we living in line to our values, to our traits, but also what does it take that key traits that we've maybe recognized as top coaches that you may not, which is totally fine because this business is about not being perfect, that can implement into your day, into your lives too as well. So first and foremost, homework for you is this. Any of you guys familiar with a heat check? Just say yes or no. Heat check. You guys familiar with that? Okay, I come from sales. My last job, when I did a presentation, I would heat check my company that I did a job with to see where I was landing in the prospect that I was with them. So I'd do my pitch, I'd show them my platform, and I would say, okay, Stephanie, where would you rate this training today? Does this meet the demands of your business right now on a scale of 1 to 10? Meaning 1 being, Kyle, I don't want to ever hear from you again. Don't talk to me ever again. Or 10, meaning I am ready to sign up today. What it does is it gave me a variation, because if they said a 6, what would be my follow-up question? Phenomenal. What are we missing here today, Stephanie, that would keep you from being a 10? Guess what? That allows her to expel on maybe a couple of things I missed. I didn't do my job. I didn't prepare very well. Or 2, 3, we're not a good fit, where I'm not going to sell everybody, which is okay. So today is a heat check that I want you to do. So after every key trait I give you, you're going to heat check it on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 meaning I don't even know what that trait means. I don't resemble it all. Or 10 meaning I have got that nailed down that I could teach Kyle this key trait and I would be satisfied with it. I am confident in it. Okay. So what it is it's going to give you a variation, because guess what? Some of these key traits, you may be a 3, you may be a 5, you may be a 6. Well, what is keeping you from a 10? It might just be focus, attention. It might be just something that you're working on. It might be just something that you've been introduced, influencing your thinking here today to be able to reflect on it, to help you level up in your leadership and your ability to build this business. So diving in, we are going to go over, and I've got to learn better to simmer this down, but there's 14, okay? So I'm going to make this as simple as possible, but I really don't want to take a lot of your time. But at the end of each one, I'm going to give you probably 20 seconds to heat check yourself, to allow it to kind of give you a measuring opportunity. If you've learned anything in this business in your life, we measure everything. If your goal weight is 10 pounds, well, how do you know if you've reflected to your goal if you haven't stepped on a scale, or also the inches, or the way your clothes fit, or the way you feel, or the way you look in the mirror and you're like, man, I'm a BA freaking bad mother trucker that's hit some goals and I'm looking phenomenal and I'm feeling phenomenal, right? That's how we measure ourselves. So today is that measuring opportunity in this business. So pen and paper, key trait number 1 is genuine, meaning you cannot fake being a Beachbody coach. People gravitate towards those who are genuine because they know they can trust them. People will know, like, and trust you from saying yes to the products that you are providing the solution for them, but also they would trust you. And when you help them build a business, when you help them be the solution to other people's opportunity, when they trust you to be able to do those little essential things. It is difficult to like someone when you don't know who they really are and how they really feel. Genuine people mean what they say and are committed, that they make the commitment, and they, guess what? They keep it. Beachbody's kind of mantra is decide, commit, succeed. You guys made a decision. You're in the commitment phase. Now, are you succeeding? And are being proof of the commitment that you said to yourself, but also that you're keeping for others too as well. So number 1 is being a genuine human and being a genuine Beachbody coach. Because I promise you, if you today find yourself trying to fake this to your followers, to your customers, to your clients, they will sniff it out. We have instincts, we have vibes, we're human, we're smart, and we understand those essential things. So please be genuine. I start off with genuine because you're going to find that it actually falls in line with a lot of other key traits that we're going to talk about here today too as well. So that is number 1, 20 seconds. Heat check yourself right now. Now, this is the genuine time that you get to really genuinely give your scale of 1 to 10 of where do you fit in that. So rate your scale there. Okay, number 2, and I'll say this before important too as well. I know I've got 14 key traits here today. I'm actually learning better to condense it down to like 10 so you guys don't have so many notes. I'm not saying here today if all 14, let's say you're a 5. Okay, I'm gonna pick on Rachel. Rachel, let's say you walk away today and you're a 5 in every one of them. I'm not saying, Rachel, go focus on all 14 to be successful. I'm not. I'm saying 1 or 2 are probably going to stand out in your heart, in your intuition, in your values that you value, that you want to work on to be a little bit better in these areas. So hone in on that. What speaks to you? If you're a 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're not a 10, identify 1 to 3 key bullet points to say, what is keeping me from being a 10 so that I can move on to the next one? Okay. So I just wanted to bring that to light too as well. And I'll end with that just to make sure that you guys don't get overwhelmed with this. Number 2 is be bold. Be bold and exclamation. What I mean by this is you have to understand and know that you have the solution. That it is no more your fault. I'm sorry. I don't want to bug you. I didn't mean to message you today. I hope I'm not intruding in this message. No, You're slipping into their DMs, you're messaging them, you're seeing them in person, you're talking to them because you know you have a solution. And your boldness will come across in you knowing you have the solution to their problem because you're a problem solver. Even if you're not an expert, even if you're not a professional, don't let imposter syndrome creep into your mindset. No doctor, Stephanie's a doctor. Has she ever said that their syndrome is real as imposter syndrome? No, she's not going to diagnose you as that. That's a red light story we tell ourselves. So your invite, your post, and your breath of belief into others has got to be bold because you have the solution. And you truly do. You have the complete solution, what we like to call it here at Beachbody. Community, fitness, and key is nutrition. We are providing the people with accountability when they can't hold themselves accountable. We provide them with the nutrition when they don't know where to go and how to eat, where they see so many fad diets and they Google everything. Google's the best thing, but the worst thing. I Google a diet, 6 billion options come up. What fits right for me? Does Google know Kyle Parkinson? 5'10", 190 pounds? I don't think so. Does it know what I want to do? No. But you guys do because you have been through it. You've gotten people the solution. You've been able to help those people. So understand and know those things and that you've got the community, that people yearning more than ever for a community. Right now, people are mentally ill, stuck in home, dealing with a lot of crap, not okay. I promise you that. Even coaches I talk to are not okay. Because guess what? You guys are going through a lot and doing a lot, but you guys are strong. But sometimes the weight of the world puts us down. But you guys have the solution. This community is key, and it'll overcome the struggles, the pain, and the things that we go through because we almost, in reality, this is what life's about. We don't become a leader through happy, successful, easy times, right? When we're on the golden path, it's not fun. I mean, we're just having fun. We're not learning anything. It's the pain, the struggles, the failures that we learn. And that's where boldness comes. So that is key attribute number 2. So rate yourself 1 to 10. Give you 20 seconds. Okay. Number 3, I want you to write number 3, and I'm going to give you it. It's going to be 2 words, and then these 2 words are going to equate to a 4-part. Okay. So there's going to be, number 3, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, just so you're not confused on this. Number 3 is a belief and confidence in number 1, yourself. I hope in your mind, when I read belief and confidence and I said number 1, I hope in your mind you thought of that. Because this business is first and foremost a belief in yourself and a confidence in yourself before you can go and do anything else. Because if you're not being genuine, you may be faking it, but how long are you going to fake it? How long are you going to be genuine in your belief or your confidence in this business before you give up or stop being consistent and blame or be the victim because you're not seeing the success that you want? Number 2 is the belief and confidence in the products. The products is literally, if you were a repairman and you had a toolbox, these products are your hammer, your chisel, your wrench, your screwdriver, your nails, your screws, all the things to provide to be able to get the job done. But do you believe and are you confident in the products being a solution-bound opportunity for those that you are providing your boldness to? Because if you're not proof the products work, vital behavior number 1, then are you going to believe and have confidence in them? So when somebody gives you a price objection or an objection to the ingredients or the objection to the things that are being said about that, because they can go Google Shakeology or Google Beachbody, and guess what? There's a lot of negativity out in this world. Negativity finds more attractive than positivity. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if our being proof the products work, somebody brings back an objection, but we're 50-50, are we going to have the boldness and the conviction of our genuinity to be able to really to convey that confidence to them? I don't know. So number 2 is the products. So 1, yourself, 2, your products, 3 is the compensation plan. A belief and confidence in the compensation plan, because guess what? Most of you coaches know the compensation probably is sales and commissions, but there's a 4-part system of the comp plan. Do you know that? Sales and commissions, team cycle bonus, team match bonus, and star diamond bonus. There's 4 ways to make money in this business. Sales and commissions, yes, is the foundation of you being the proof the products works and helping others. You sell a challenge pack, you get commission. Team cycle bonus, match bonus, and star diamond bonus comes down to leadership. This comes down to you understanding that you are a leader first to then go lead others so that you can help them build their business, which provides you team cycle bonus, which every week you get paid out at $18 as a diamond or $14 as an emerald. So you cycle, you make money. You do sales and commissions, you team cycle bonus. Guess what? They come together, you make more money. When you help your leaders cycle bonus, you make a 5% of an emerald, no, ruby, sorry, and a 10% is a diamond. So when your coaches cycle, because you're duplicating yourself and your systems to them, you cycle off them cycling, even if they cycle at $10. You make 10%, you made a whole dollar. So what? Little compounding income of money provides over time what you're looking to do as an income goal of freedom. So you've got to understand the compensation plan, because as you build this business for yourself and for others, people are going to look to you to have the solution of, hey, I want to make $1,000 a month. Well, do you know how these people, how you can help them make $1,000 a month, $500 a month, $100 a month? I don't care what their goal is. Help them understand, but first you've got to understand the compensation plan. Now, I'm not saying go study your heart out and waste a lot of time, but understand it on a base-to-base time, that if you have 5 minutes in a day or 10 minutes, maybe look up a quick video in the back office on the compensation plan. Study it. Start to understand team cycle bonus so that you can, with confidence, help others to understand this business in the leadership opportunity that it takes. And number 4 is the company. Beachbody's been around for 20 plus years. We're not going anywhere. As you guys know, we're going public here in May, and we're only growing. And we're only growing worldwide. Like, we're $1 billion network marketing company in the United States. Not even the world. We are literally one of the largest network marketing companies in the smallest pool. And we have the world to grow to. And now this opportunity of going public is ability. But if you don't believe in the company and believe that we're sticking around and that we actually do care, now how do you care that the company cares? Well, I would hope in the genuine person that I was at the beginning, that I really do care for your guys' success. That I want you to succeed. I want you to have freedom. I want you to be whatever the goals that you guys have. If it's to build a business, great. If it's not, so be it. It's fine too as well. You're still welcome and worthy to be part of our team and to call yourself a Beachbody coach and to be part of and bleed blue. Like, that doesn't matter. Just because you're not an elite coach doesn't mean you're not worthy of our time, our respect, our knowledge, and our influence to be able to help your life be better. The Beachbody mission statement is to help others achieve their goals by living a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. Does anywhere in that say you have to be a superstar, an elite coach, or yada yada? No, it doesn't. So understand that this company, you got to believe and be confident in this company to be able to help your measure in moving forward, because that will help yourself too as well to be the genuine coach that you want to be. Okay, so that's number 3. 4 parts. So kind of just judge yourself on the 4 parts of that one. You don't need to do individually each one, but if you want to, go ahead. If not, just kind of give your overall general on that one. Okay, number 4. This comes in line with one of my favorite quotes, and I'm going to give you my favorite quote just so you can kind of dabble in what this topic might be. So this is my quote: "Vision without effort is daydreaming. Effort without vision is drudgery. But vision coupled with effort will help you obtain the prize." I'm going to say it again so you can write it down. Vision without effort is daydreaming. How many times have we got caught daydreaming? I think we all can raise our hands that we get caught daydreaming of a life that we wish we could have, but we don't put effort, so we're caught daydreaming. How many of you, though, right now are in effort and do not have a vision and find yourself in drudgery? Because effort without vision is drudgery. Because you guys are going to give a whole lot of effort and a whole lot of work, but you have zero look at your vision for your life of what you want in the next 2 to 5 years. But vision coupled with effort will help you obtain the prize. So number 4 is committed and consistent with a 5-year view, even a 5+ year view, 2 to 5 years, whatever you want to put it. Because vision is honestly that long-term longevity of what do you want your life to be? How do you update and inspire your present moment? You dream big. You dream exuberant. You dream like you've never dreamt before. You imagine a life that you absolutely would love to live, that you want to live. Get out of this paradigm and to dream big because it will inspire you. There's a phenomenal story that I love that's from Jim Carrey. You guys know Jim Carrey, right? Pretty funny actor. Okay. Could you imagine being an actor before you made it big, though? He was on the show Oprah Winfrey. Being an actor, before you make it big, you are making the rounds in comedy shows. City after city after night after night after city after city after night forever, trying to make it where you make it big. Jim Carrey wrote a check out to himself. He told us on Oprah Winfrey 5 years later and dated it acting services rendered. And he dated it 5 years later. And his goal was to make $10 million. And guess what? He took that check. I know we don't live in a day of checks anymore. Some of us do, but we don't. And put it in his wallet. Why did he put it in his wallet? Because it was a reminder that his goal in 5 years was to make $10 million. And guess what happened? Almost to the date, 5 years later, he landed the role for Dumb and Dumber for $10 million. That is what vision can come true. That is what happened when you incorporate vision, but also you have the reminder every day, either your wallet, your wall, your phone, your family, your voice messages, whatever it looks like, to remind you of that vision so that every day you live up. And when you don't feel like doing the work, which I think we can all measure up that we don't feel like more like not doing it than we do doing it, will allow us to be able to be inspired, to be uplifted, to be emotionally connected to that vision. And actually what emotion means is energy in motion. So if we can emotionally get connected to our vision, then we're going to have the energy to be in motion to go and achieve. So be committed, be consistent, and guess what your superpower is? Daniel Natoni says it best. My superpower is I am super consistent. That's what it takes, is have that vision, commit to it, and be consistent to it. So that is number 4. So rate yourself on that one. Okay, number 5. This one's going to speak to a lot of you, and I think we all fall in line with this because we're human. Number 5 is this, is you are flawed and not perfect. Exclamation, exclamation, it is okay. Exclamation, exclamation. Throw out the idea of perfection, which runs into less really comparing ourselves if you think about it, because if you continue to try to compare yourself, all you're doing is running a race you will never win. You will continue to run a race you will never win because you're living somebody else's journey, not your own. And Ed Milet says it best. He says, perfection is the lowest possible standard. So quit trying to be perfect. Perfection is the lowest possible standard because perfectionism will keep us from taking action, but also perfectionism, when we've taken action, will stop us from taking action. Have you ever tried to run somebody else's race? Have you found yourself comparing yourself to somebody else because of social media's glamorous ability to show that somebody's life looks better than ours, that they're happy Their marriage is perfect. Their life is glorious. They go on vacation. They live this phenomenal life. Man, what would that be like? So we try to live up to them and be perfect, but find ourselves in the hamster wheel of just continually running circles and never taking action and never living up to our commitments and never doing what we actually say we're going to do. Because perfectionism is only hindering our innate limitless ability. So it is okay to be perfect, to be imperfect, I promise you. Because more coaches I talk today, when I work with 2 to 5 stars, they find themselves in the ability, well, she did it so much quicker. She's so much more successful and beautiful and talented and courageous and bold than I am. Like, listening to those words, if those are the words coming out of your mind or in your thoughts of somebody else, do you think you're going to be genuine, bold, belief in yourself and confident to go help somebody else with the solution? I don't think so. So be okay with imperfection and that nobody's perfect. So that is number 5. And number 5 is going to be a heavy one on a lot of you. And it might be a lot of you to focus on. It's always one that I love to highlight because it may have spoke to you right now. And I hope it doesn't. I hope you don't forget it. That a week from now, a month from now, 2 months from now, you find yourself in this gloating of somebody else and finding yourself running somebody else's race. I hope you hear Kyle's words and you go, man, I'm trying to run her race and I can't. I will never win that race. That it's okay that I'm not perfect. Tony Robbins says progress over perfection. Progress is growth. So that is number 5. So rate yourself on that one. Okay, number 6 is, hey, put your mitt down. Here. Okay, go. My son came home from baseball practice. Loves to come in. Number 6 is patience. I have to have patience with my son right there. That was the example right there. Patience. Income does not come fast. And volume is something you cannot speed up. Patience is key in this business. We live in a society that is instant gratification. I can jump on my phone, order food, 30 minutes, it's here. I can order on Amazon 2 days later or quicker, it's here. I can go to drive-through and I can get a full meal for my family. Like, there's so many things associated now today, especially Instagram, the society where we live, that trends are going in and out within hours. We can post something and it gets 100 likes and we feel internally like we're successful. We feel good about it. But then we try to take it into our daily lives, into our relationships, into businesses, into all things. And we expect those same results and it doesn't come. So then we say, well, what's wrong with me? Why am I not successful? Why can't I do these things? And we start to then roll down the road of, well, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'm not talented enough. And we start to put ourselves in the comparison game again. And then we don't take action because our thoughts control our feelings control our actions, and our actions control our results. So if our thoughts are of perfectionism, we're not good enough, I can't be patient enough, then our feelings are going to be of what? Our feelings are going to be of shame, doubt, fear, hide. So we're not going to take action. So if our action isn't taken, then our results are not going to be seen. So if our results aren't seen, then we're going to go back to our thoughts, and our thoughts are going to be negative again. We're going to roll in the same thing from that standpoint. So you've got to understand that this business is going to take the patience and time that it is. So allow it, be okay with it, and rate yourself on your patience. Number 6. Okay, we're getting to the good stuff now. Number 7 is, you guys, coaches, you got to have fun. This business is phenomenally fun. And if you're not having fun, you are going to burn out. This business is honestly so much fun, but we take it so serious that it really isn't. This business is so fun. You get to be able to be on a Zoom call here tonight with your coach to learn and to grow, to be a better wife, to be a better mom, to be a better sister, to be a better neighbor, to be better in all general areas, to grow your mind. If we're feeling stuck, how to get out of it. When we're feeling slimish or sick or not showing up, or when we want to be better. That's what this business is about. But it's also fun in the business of things of when we get back to live events, when we get back, I'm saying that, is being able to go back to live events, to be recognized, to do fun games, to see people in together, to hug and to be able to cheer, but also too, as well as to do the fun activities that this business does do. It is fun, and I promise you that. And if you lose your fun, you will get burnt out. And when you get burnt out, you lose your joy, you lose your luster, you lose your fulfillment, and you lose yourself. And then your vision will start to leak. And if your vision leaks, your culture shifts. Then your culture of your team will shift because your vision is leaking, because you're not having fun. I love this business. Trust me, on my end, we are busier than ever. And sometimes I do lose the fun. But guess what? I bring myself back. I get gratitude. I journal down some gratitude, and I gratitude the things that I love about this business that are fun. And I find the things that are fun in this business that then generate the chemicals in my brain to be able to help me get excited and get inspired again, to be able to show up every day, because I'm no different than you guys. I'm human. I do find myself in drudgery, but when I can become self-aware of these things through meditation or through the time being by myself, I can find the fun in my family life, in my personal life, in the things that I love to do, because this job provides me with the life that I absolutely love to live. I'm the healthiest person I've ever been, the healthiest version I've ever been, and I'm 33 years old. I still am grateful for this body that I have, but also for my family, my wife, my kids. My mom said to me the other day, Kyle, 5 years ago, I would have never pinned you as one of the healthiest people I've ever met. Okay, 5 years ago, I've become somebody different. Why? Because I want to be around for my kids. I want to be around for my parents. I want to be around for my grandchildren. I want to be around for my friends and those that when they go do fun things, I am there to be able to go do those fun things because of the job that I have, but also the responsibility to be able to have fun in my life that this does provide. And in this business, you can find the drudgery in it because you're alone in your kitchen, in your house, in your dungeon, which might be your basement, that might be dark. Wake up your environment, get a new environment, shake it things up, have fun. And this fun one, I really want you guys to emphasize. If you're not having fun and you rate this as a 5 or 6 or a 7, I want you to make this number 1 on your list to go make it a 10. Because if you can go find the fun in this, it'll change your energy and it'll change your state. If you change your energy, you change your state, you'll change your business in an instant. That is number 7. Rate yourself on that one. Okay, number 8 is this business is you've got to be creative. You are creative, but you've got to be creative. And there's so many things out there in this business through social media, through platforms, through ideas, through other community members and things like that, to be creative and to have fun. Creativity will lead you to the fun that you want to have in this business. When you find yourself or you say yourself, I'm not creative, that's just an identity that you've put on yourself that's not true. So you got to change that identity and get those creative juices flowing. Go do personal development on how to be creative and get those things flowing and what you're creative in. What are you good at? This business is fun to be able to do those things. That's where the thing when we take this business too serious is because we try to run the same line that everybody else is doing. And when it's not us, we're not in our creative juices and really where we want to go. I mean, you're your entrepreneur. You're your own CEO to this business. You can do whatever you want to be able to really go cultivate people's exciting opportunities. Right now is the Take Action Challenge. You guys know about this, right? The Take Action Challenge? Perfect. I don't know how much more incentives we can give to you guys to go do bare minimum. Meaning, create a bod group, invite 10 people, get people into the bod groups, and do 50% of the activity daily tracker to be able to get implements into that to then be a winner. Hundreds of dollars, team calls with Carl, a bike The new bike that we're coming out with here, May, when we go publicly live, but also in October when it comes out live, and all of the things too as well. Man, hundreds of thousands of dollars for you guys to be able to implement the small typical behaviors that you guys are already doing. That is the fun creative juices that you guys can get implemented into your team to go maybe creative other things too as well, along with that. To help people be like, man, this is really fun. Life has been drudgery for the last year, but I love this. That is what this business is about. Is number 9, is creativity. I promise you will lead to the last one, which is having fun. So be creative in all areas of this business. So rate yourself on creative. And this is what always happens. I talk way too much. I just get fired up. I don't know if you guys can tell. I get fired up and I talk too much. And then I'm like looking at the time clock and I'm like taking too much time with these guys. Okay. Number 9. This is an important one. And if you're recognition bound, I don't want you to take this personal. This is what I'm going to say. Okay. I listened to a podcast by Micah Folsom, and she had a lady on there named Kelly Roach. And she said something that really reflected on me as coaches. She said this. Number 9 is this. Your ability to keep dancing without an applause is going to be number 1 for this business. And I'm going to phrase that again. Your ability to keep dancing without an applause is going to be the number 1 thing. What I mean is this. Okay, picture yourself. You're out on the dance floor. You've choreographed this beautiful dance. You're out on the dance floor and you go to your dance for 2 minutes. We've done the dance for 2 minutes and we want the applause. But guess what? When the applause doesn't come after the 2 minutes of us putting our heart and soul and effort into it, we think to ourselves, oh, I couldn't possibly keep doing this for a lifetime. We've got to reverse this paradigm within our instant gratification society that we live in, like I said. And this is a quote that I absolutely love from Tony Robbins. One of my most favorite quotes. He says this, you got to remember something. You got to remember something. People are rewarded in public for what they've practiced for years in private. People are rewarded in public for what they practice for years in private. Now, a lot of you coaches are recognition driven. I love it. It's good. What gets recognized gets repeated. I know that. There is going to be more times than not, I promise you, that you are going to do your dance metaphorically for the 2 minutes. The applause is not going to come from us. The applause is not going to come from your coach. The applause is not going to come from anybody. But we're going to expect applause because of the society that we've been growing up in, of instant gratification. So we get in the mind of our paradigm that I couldn't possibly do this for a lifetime because I'm not instantly satisfied by the recognition of everything that I do. If you can overcome that, yes, we will recognize you for rank when you hit Road to Elite and the things that we do at corporate. We will recognize you, I promise you, because we love to celebrate you as leaders because it's big. But I promise you more than not, a lot of what you will do in your own life and in your business moving forward, even if you stick to Beachbody or not, you will find that you will put a lot more in to what we call is what you're being rewarded in public for what you've done really in private for years. Honestly, think about it today. What have you done for the last year that you maybe haven't been recognized for until now? And somebody goes, man, what have you been doing? You're having good success. You're so much energetic. You're a light. You're fulfillment. Man, you are killing it. You are crushing it. Can you share your secret sauce? And you're like, what secret sauce? All I've been doing is in the dark, putting my effort, diligence, skill, habits, behaviors to the pedal. And now it's finally come to fruition that now I'm being recognized in public, that everybody thinks that all of a sudden I'm this quick society success. No, I've been doing this for years, months, weeks. So that's the story to be told. And understand that your ability to keep dancing without an applause is going to be a huge factor as you move forward in this business and in life in general. So that's number 9. Rate yourself on that one. Also, Zakia, did I say your name right? Your background is like very distracting. I'm like, oh my gosh. I looked at it for a glance and I was like, is that real? And I was like, if that's her background and that's where she's at and she's on this team call, I'm going to kick you off. Just kidding. Okay, that was number 9. Number 10 is quick and easy is you've got to run and respect this business as a business. You are actually classified as a small business owner. Did you know that? Under the U.S. government, you are actually classified as a SMB, a small business owner, SBO. I don't know what they call it, something like that. Small business owner. So you need to run and respect this actually as a real business because it is an actual business. And that's where the kind of the third part came is belief and confidence in the compensation plan is because this actually is a business that can pay you out very lucratively if you get past your limiting beliefs, your identity that you've maybe put on yourself or others have put on yourself subconsciously, and you overcome and you break through and you're limitless. Because this right here is limitless. And this connected to this, working together, will achieve anything. But we love to overthink everything. And especially if we don't run and respect this as an actual business, then we're going to be that discount coach or we're going to be that hobbyist coach that's going to be kind of just running through the motions, kind of dibble-dabbling here and there. So number 10 is you got to run and respect this business as a business. So rate yourself on that one, your mindset there. Okay, number 11 is you've got to commit to a program and go all in. I have never heard that more in my life from a coach that's been on the National Wake Up Call. You pick a program and you go all in because it is vital behavior number 1. Pick a program and go all in. It is not 50-50. You are not showing up when you feel like it. It is not showing up on 5 days a week and 2 days of the week you take time off. Yes, they give you rest days. Reward yourself with the rest days. Stretch, recover, do the things that need to do to be able to keep the energy going. But freaking commit to a program and go all in. No more 80-20, no more 50-50, no more 99-1%. It is 110% going all in. And I promise you, because I've seen it in the 21 months that I'm doing this, that when a coach makes the decision to go all in, either nutrition, fitness, and all 3 at the same time, their business changes, their life changes, their family changes, their mindset changes, their vision changes, their goals change. Most importantly, they change. They have become somebody different because they have pushed past their limits, pushed past that barrier, and push past those beliefs or limiting beliefs that we have had or inherently taken upon us that aren't really ours. They've untied that rope around their neck or taken off that dirty shirt that somebody gave to them that's not theirs that they've been wearing for so long and said, enough is enough. This is not who I am. I'm going all in and I'm going to prove to those that say, well, what if you don't succeed? Well, what if I do? What if I do succeed? What if I do crush it? What if I do get the results I want? What if I do get this business or myself in check to where I want to go? That is the positive what if mentality that we can have as we go all in. So that is number 11 for you. Go all in. Pick a program and go all in. Vital behavior number 1. Okay, number 12. And this word I want you to write in all capital letters. It's a one word. It is energy. Energy, all capital. Be the energy you want to attract. I'm going to say that again. Be the energy you want to attract. How many of you want to attract something, but you're not the energy to actually exuberate what their people are looking for? Speed of the leader, speed of the pack. Have you guys ever heard of that? Okay. Rephrase it. Energy of the leader, energy of the pack. What I mean by that is Tony Robbins says something that I love so much. He says, and let's just put in the hypothetical realm real quick. Before you jumped on this call, where was your energy on a scale of 1 to 10? Just think in your head real quick. So my energy before I got in this call, I was on a sales meeting for an hour. My energy level I'm not going to lie, before I jumped on the call, was probably a 6, 7. But the music, when I jumped on, that ignited my inspiration for the call that I was jumping on. I was excited to get on here, but the music excited me even more, that my energy went to literally a level 10. Because that's what it can do, because it came from a sales meeting. Nobody likes sales meetings for an hour talking about all the things we already know. But be the energy you want to attract, because guess what? Let me think about this. And I'm going to pick on you again right now, Rachel. Let's say me and you are jumping into a relationship. You're an energy 9 and I'm an energy 4. Do you want to be in a relationship with me? Why?
Because your energy is low and it wouldn't match mine.
Okay. So your energy is a 4, my energy is a 10, and I've come to you to help you get a solution, to build the business. Would you want to join me?
Yeah, because that's a way of moving up.
So be the energy you want to attract, because if somebody's coming to you with an energy level of 5, 6, or 7, would you want to do business or a relationship or anything with somebody that's a 5, 6, or 7, 8? I don't think so. So check your energy always. So that's bolded. Number 12, write yourself on that one. Okay, number 13 comes from a word that I already said here tonight. Beachbody's mantra is decide, commit, succeed. The number 13 is commitment. And I'm going to give you the definition of commitment. If you've never heard this before, I want you to write it down. I'm going to say it slowly. Commitment is doing the thing you said you were going to do long after the mood or feeling you said it in has left you. I'm going to repeat that. Commitment is doing the thing that you said you were going to do long after the mood or feeling you said it in has left you. You will go to a retreat. You will be on a team call tonight, a team call somewhere else, somewhere, summit, some type of event, something with Beachbody where your feelings and your moods will be high. You will commit to something either internally or out loud to your coach or somebody. But guess what? That mood will leave you either the next day, in a week, in a month, no longer than probably a month. That mood and feeling will leave you. Are you committed to what you said you were going to do well after that mood you said it in has left you? Freaking key. I honestly promise you, once I heard that definition, I was like, Kyle, are you living to the mood that you're in and committing to? And I said, no, I'm not. So what did I do? I did the ultimate reset for 21 days. Reset my mindset, reset my body. Phenomenal 21 days. If you've never done it, do it. I was so scared of it. It sat in my cabinet for a year. For a year. It sat in my cabinet. For what reason? I don't know, because I was scared to level myself up. I don't know. So I finally did it because I committed to it. So then that led me into the next thing. I went straight into 75 hard. I haven't had literally sugar since January. And I was like a king of Monday through Friday, good times, the weekend, ice cream, cake, whatever it is, shakes. We'd go out to dinner and get a biggest burger and fries and smoothie, because that's my life loves too as well. And I would do all the things. Sunday would come, and Sunday I would find myself bored and in an emotion of boredom. So I would just eat the crap. But I finally committed to Kyle, finally committed to who I wanted to do, went all in. And it's been 55 days that I've stuck to my nutrition, stuck to drinking a gallon of water, stuck to personal development, stuck to working inside and outside, and doing those essential things, because I know that I can be better, that I can do better, that I can become better. Good can become better. Better can become great. Great can become even greater. So stay committed. And if you've committed to something in the last week or 2 weeks or month, remind yourself what that was. What did you commit to? Reflect on it. And did you stay true to it outside of the mood that you set it in? If you haven't, let's go back to it. Rate yourself on that one, number 13. Okay, number 14, and we are done, is this. Number 14 is tracking. Guys, we have a business activity tracker that should be your key to this business. And I want to hypothetically set the scenario for right here. You are Michael Phelps, okay? Have you ever seen Michael Phelps when he does these? He like wings his arms, and I'm like, oh my gosh, his arms are as long as freaking a dinosaur. They're like literally massive. And he's like getting loosened up. So you're Michael Phelps, you're getting loose, okay? You're about to jump in the pool, okay? If you're Michael Phelps and you're jumping into the pool, what would you use to track your speed if you're an Olympic swimmer? A clock, right? A timer? A clock, a timer? Do you think Michael Phelps jumps into a pool without a timer? If he's an Olympic, the most successful male swimmer in Olympic history, what separates him from gold from silver? Literally milliseconds. One of his gold medalists was literally like this. Like literally like this. That was the gold. So tracking is the key. You're Michael Phelps in the pool, but you're jumping in the pool to have a swim time to paddle around. No, track your business. The business activity tracker or whatever tracker allows you to be able to stay focused in those things and doing those incoming producing activities. If you're looking at business activity tracker right now, section number 2, the IPAs we like to call them, it's a little acronym at Beachbody, incoming producing activities. Section number 2, if you do it with being genuine, being bold, being confident and belief in yourself, committed to it, knowing that you're not perfect, that you have patience, that you're going to have fun, all of the rest of the key traits that we've talked about, you're bringing into that chapter, then section number 2, you will find success in this business. And if you don't achieve your goals, how do you go back to measuring if you haven't achieved them? Well, you go back to your business activity tracker and you say, where did I miss out? Oh, look, for 3 weeks, I was good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I fell really short. Saturday, nothing. Sunday, I did pretty good. And then I got it back on Monday. Well, what if I just did this? Business activity tracker, Monday through Saturday to the T, to the time frame that I can commit to myself, pocket hours or full hour to do these things, that give myself 30 to 60 days. What might just happen? What might just happen? And I'll end with this quote that I love so much too as well. How we do anything is how we do everything. How we do anything is how we do everything. What I mean by that is if we have the innate ability to show up in doing anything and we fall short because we're tired, or our goal is to do 20 push-ups, but we do 19, or we tell ourselves later, when later comes to never and we never get it done, or Joel's telling us to do 20 push-ups and we do 19. How we do anything is how we do everything. Well, where else in our lives is that showing up? Because if you are falling short in your nutrition or fitness, and then you're falling short in your business, it's going to correlate, because how you're doing this, anything, is provided of how you're going to do everything, which is associated with everything else you're trying to do. So remember that. How we do anything is how we do everything. So, like myself, okay, came home yesterday, laundry basket. I needed to do laundry. My wife asked me to. And you know what? I said, I'll do it later. Walked down the stairs, and that quote came to me. And I said, nope. How I do anything is how I do everything. Walked back upstairs, committed to what I said I was going to do, threw that laundry in, started it, got it done, folded, did everything that I needed to do for my wife to be able to make sure that I lived up to what I said I was going to do, but also because that quote right there, how I do anything is how I do everything. Where else is that going to fall in line with my life when I say I'll do that later? It reminded me to be able to take that action. I've taken an hour of your time. That is what I have here to you tonight, coaches here tonight. Obviously, there's a lot of heat checks. Obviously, there's a lot of things to be able to go work on. Like I said at the very beginning, do not take all of these and be like, Kyle, this is a lot of homework. No, I don't want you to have homework. I don't want to feel like I'm your teacher or a burden. I want you to think of one. Literally think of one. Maybe think of two, if you're okay with that, and that's okay to be able to focus on. To just say, Kyle, to myself, Kyle, where am I falling short? Why am I not a 10 and having fun? What's keeping me from not having fun? I'm going to go make that. I'm going to go find the fun in this business. I'm going to go find the fun in what I can do for myself, for my team, for my marketing, for my brand, for my social media, all the things that we can do. Dude, Let's Get Up program coming out here with Sean T. is going to be a fun freaking program to dance our faces off, even if not dance. It's not really a dance. Actually, if I hear from Sean, it really is like a T25 incorporated with a little bit of dance to be able to implement, to have fun, to get things out, but also to be able to go share that with our social people, to be able to create the fun opportunity of our community. So those little things and areas that we can work on is literally at the end of the day, what I think is some key traits that'll help you guys. And I want you to write this down, is to become the person that you want to become. I don't want you to be perfect. I don't want you to look up to somebody else that you think is that you have to live to. No, be you. Be you. Be genuinely you. Be you, Rachel. Be you, Elizabeth. Be you, Zakia. Be you, Ashley. Be you. Is it Ashley too as well, just spelt differently? Okay, two Ashley. You got an E-I-G-H. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to slander this. Be you. Is it Reluca? Did I say that right? Dang, I'm so bad with pronouncing names. I'm glad. And be you, Blair. I'm going to be Kyle. Stephanie, she's going to be her. She is. She has been, and she will. So be you guys. I'll leave you with this. I appreciate you guys as coaches. I know you may not hear this from corporate because you're a coach or you're an emerald, but you hear from your coach. But from corporate, from my genuine heart, we appreciate you. We thank you for all you do. We know that it's not easy. We know that it's hard. We know that you go through a lot of trials, that you probably have more cry tears than you do probably have successes because everything that's going on. You probably have moments where you want to pull your hair out. You probably think that you're not an effective leader and that you're not good at this, you're not talented enough. But guess what? The success formula is this. It's 1% luck, 1% talent, and 98% of never giving up. Literally is the success formula. 1% talent, 1% luck, 98% of never giving up. That's what I have for you, Stephanie.
Awesome. That was great. Thank you so much. I mean, I think I was like watching, I was like, man, I have to send this recording to a couple of people who I think would definitely benefit from this recording. And I think what's so valuable about what you're sharing with us, Kyle, is that you get to connect with so many people, you know, so many leaders across the network. And I think, you know, it's like, I always tell the team, you know, ultimately a lot of the same things we struggle with, everyone struggles with, or everyone has those challenges, and everyone has those times when they're not feeling motivated, or they're not feeling, or they're comparing themselves, or they're getting impatient. So I think this really hit it, you know, this was like a really good kind of traits, like a good concise of just like something to just really wrap our heads around, of like, you know, what's really important, you know, when it comes to this business, because you're right, it is the consistency and the never giving up. And when you do find yourself kind of wavering, it's getting back to the vitals, and getting back to, you know, taking care of yourself, and getting back to reigniting the fire within, and having fun. I love that you said having fun, because I think that's something that all of us can benefit from, is really looking at this business as something that is fun. So
yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, awesome.
If you guys ever have any questions, I'm a Facebook message away. I promise you I'm busy, but I genuinely will get to your message. I message everybody. It may not be the day, or you can find me on Instagram, KDP_Beachbody. You can see the day in the life of my family too as well. And I post a lot of things on there for corporate, but also inspirational things that I find. And I'm also just a message away from there. So I'm not hard to find. So don't think that you're not worthy of a message to send me if you have questions or concerns.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And thank you everybody for your time, and everyone have a good evening. Bye guys.
Thanks, you guys. Have a beautiful night.
Thanks.